Hi guys, welcome to our CSN English Club. Let's continue our series of videos on parts of speech. This video is all about two kinds of verbs which are finite and non-finite verbs. So let's get started our lesson. We are going to learn about two kinds of verbs which are finite verbs and non-finite verbs. First of all, let's learn about finite verbs. Before that, just observe the following sentences, then you can easily understand what is a finite verb. Look at the first two sentences here. I go for a walk every morning. She goes for a walk every morning. In these two sentences, in the first sentence, the verb is go. In the second sentence, the verb is goes. Okay. Both sentences are in a simple present. Why? Because when the verb is in first form, that is called simple present tense. Here go becomes goes. You have to observe that. Go becomes goes. Why? Because the subject is she in the second sentence. In the first sentence, the subject is I. So I is called first person, she is called third person. When the subject is in third person singular number, we have to add s or es to the verb 1. That is applicable to the simple present only. So here go is changed as goes according to the person. Okay. Why the verb is changed as goes according to the person? You have to observe that. Next one. I went for a walk yesterday. Here go becomes went. Go or goes becomes went. Why? According to the time. This is called tense. In the second sentence, there is simple past. The second sentence is in the simple past. So here we have written the second form of the verb. So here the verb is changed according to the tense. Let's go to the next step. They are engineers. She is an engineer. In the first sentence, the verb is are. In the second sentence, the verb is. This is called plural B form verb. This is called singular B form verb. We have written the plural B form verb because there is the plural subject. Okay. We have written is, that is singular, because she is the singular subject. So here the verbs are changed or decided according to the number of the subject. Number of the subject means whether it is singular number or plural number. For plural subject we have written are, for singular subject we have written is. So the verbs are changed according to the number. Okay. So what we have observed here, in the first step the verbs are changed according to the person. In the second one, the verb is changed according to the tense. In the third part, the verbs are changed according to the number. This kinds of verbs are called finite verbs. What are finite verbs? The verbs change according to the person, according to the tense, and according to the number are called finite verbs. Let us identify some more finite verbs in the following examples. In the first sentence, she is cooking dinner. The verb is cooking. Is called helping verb. Cooking is called main verb. Is cooking itself is a finite verb. Okay. In the second one, they are cooking dinner. They are cooking dinner. Are cooking is the finite verb. Why? Because here is cooking becomes are cooking according to the number of the subject, because the subject is in plural number. According to the number of the subject, here the verb is changed. So when the verb is changed, that verb is called finite verb. In the second one, she was cooking dinner. They were cooking dinner. She was cooking dinner. They were cooking dinner. Here also was becomes were according to the number of the subject. She is called singular number. They is called plural number. So here plural verb is written. In the third one, she will be cooking dinner. They will be cooking dinner. Here also the verb is will be cooking, that is called finite verb. Will be cooking is also finite verb. Both are same. Now let's learn about non-finite verbs. Look at the following examples first. I like to jump. He likes to jump. In the first example, like to jump. These are verbs. In the second example, likes to jump. These are called verb forms. Here, like becomes likes according to the person. Here, he is called third person singular number. So, like is changed as likes. But there is no change in the second verb, that is to jump. To jump remains the same. Okay, the verb is not changed according to the person here. This kind of verb is called non-finite verb. Look at the next example. I like jumping. He likes jumping. Here also like becomes likes according to the person of the subject. But here there is no change in jumping. Jumping. Okay. Whatever the subject is written here, there is no change in jumping. Jumping remains the same. So here also the verb is not changed according to the person. This is called non-finite verb. See the next example. She liked to jump. We liked to jump. Here like becomes liked. Like becomes liked. This is called simple past. This is also called simple past. According to the tense, like becomes liked. Here also according to the tense, like becomes liked. But there is no change in to jump to jump. So here also non-finite verb is not changed according to the tense. In the first step, non-finite verb, that is to jump and jumping, both are not changed according to the person. In the second one, to jump is called non-finite verb. This is also not changed according to the tense. Come to the next example. They have bought a broken chair. She has bought a broken chair. Here I have changed they as she. They is called plural number, she is called singular number. According to the number of the subject, have bought becomes has bought, but there is no change in broken. This kind of verb is called non-finite verb. Here also, this non-finite verb is not changed according to the number. So, finite verb is changed according to the person, according to the tense, and according to the number, but non-finite verbs are not changed according to the persons, according to the tense, and according to the number. This kind of verbs are called non-finite verbs. So what are non-finite verbs? The verbs do not change according to the person, tense, and the number are called non-finite verbs. So it is clear that the finite verb changes its form according to the person, according to the tense and number. Next one, it is not affected by any person, number and tense. The finite verb has different forms in different tenses, whereas non-finite verb does not change its form according to the person, number and tense. It is not affected by any tense. Whatever the tense, whatever the number it is, whatever the subject it is fixed form, it is not changed. Next one, I am going to show you the different forms of non-finite verbs here in this table. These are the different forms of non-finite verbs: present participles, past participles, perfect participles, gerunds and infinitives. These are all called non-finite verbs. The first non-finite verb is present participle. What is called present participle? How is the form of present participle? Base form plus ing form. Base form means the first form of the verb, that is called verb 1, plus ing, like eat plus ing, eating, work plus ing, working, drink plus ing, drinking, writing, going, walking. These are all called present participles without any helping verb or auxiliary verb. Okay, you need not write any auxiliary verb before that present participle. Only the present participle is called as non-finite verb. You can see the example also. My walking shoes are comfortable. Walking. Walking is called non-finite verb. The finite verb is here are. Are is the finite verb because it can change. It changes its form according to the subject, according to the tense. So in this sentence, walking is non-finite verb, are is finite verb. See the second one, past participles. All the past participles are taken as non-finite verbs. Past participle means, present participle means verb 1 plus ing. Past participle means verb 3, the third form of the verb. Eaten, drunk, written, the third form. Write, wrote, written, the third form written. That is called past participle. Eat, ate, eaten. Eaten is the third form. That is called past participle. Only the past participle without any helping verb. They are taken as non-finite verbs. Example is, I noticed so many mistakes in the written script. Here the finite verb is noticed. Okay, because it changes according to the subject, number and tense. But here written script does not change its form. Written is past participle, so it is considered as non-finite verb. Come to the third one, perfect participle. There are three participles: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Perfect participle means having plus third form of the verb. Third form of the verb means past participle or verb 3. So the form of the perfect participle is like this: having plus verb 3. Here is the example: having closed the door, having closed. This is non-finite verb. Having closed the door, he went out to visit his friend. So the finite verb is went. Okay. Non-finite verb is having closed. Next non-finite verb form is gerund. What is called gerund? Like present participle, gerund also has the same form, base form plus ing. Base form plus ing is also called gerund. Sometimes base form plus ing is present participle. Sometimes it is also called gerund. Both are considered as non-finite verbs. Smoking is injurious to health. Smoking Smoking is present participle or gerund. What is called gerund? We will discuss later in the coming videos in detail. Actually, gerund is a type of noun. It looks like a verb, so it is called a verbal noun. So here, smoking is a gerund or verbal noun because it does the duty of a noun. Smoking is injurious to health. The finite verb is a finite verb. Smoking is non-finite verb. Next one, infinitives. All the infinitives are considered as non-finite verbs. Infinitive means 2 plus base form. 2 plus base form like to eat, to walk, to drink, to sleep, to write. These are all called 2 plus infinitives. All the 2 plus infinitives, all the infinitives considered as non-finite verbs. This is the example. I want you. Want is finite verb. I want you to come. To come to my home. To come is a non-finite verb. Okay. So I told you five different forms of non-finite verbs. What are they? Present participles, past participles, perfect participles, infinitives, and gerunds. These are all called non-finite verbs. So we are going to read some more sentences to identify different finite verbs and non-finite verbs. The first example is, my son wants to be a doctor. Here wants is finite verb, to be is non-finite verb. Okay. Next one, I worked hard to get the first rank. I worked hard to get the first rank. I worked. Worked is finite verb. To get is non-finite verb. This is infinitive. Next one. I found a lot of injured victims in the city. I found. Found is non-finite verb. Injured victims. Injured is the non-finite verb. Injured is past participle. Next one, my mother helped me to study hard. My mother is the subject. Helped is finite verb. To study is non-finite verb, that is infinitive. Next one, the students were asked to submit their project work. The students were asked. Were asked is the finite verb. This is in passive form. To submit is non-finite verb, that is infinitive. Next one, I like to get up early in the morning. I like. Like is finite verb. To get up is non-finite verb, that is infinitive. Next one, my typing speed was less than ideal. My typing speed was is finite verb. Non-finite verb is typing. This is present participle. Next one, smoking is injurious to health. Smoking is injurious to health. Is, this is finite verb. Where is the non-finite verb? Smoking. This is gerund or verbal noun.